Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are tuning in from. It's another episode of the Future Money Show, hosted by none other than your brother, Supreme X, the CEO of FardMoney, where we show people how to get out of the dollar debt scam. And we also show people how to become entrepreneurs. And we teach the signs of money, the signs of business, and the signs of warfare because we exposing the enemy and we actually got the enemy on the run. So thank you for tuning in. Major show tonight. We're going to get right into it. Our title for the night is How Will Gold Replace the Dollar as the World Reserve Currency? We're going to get into that. But before we get into that, we do have a new promotion with a new stable coin coming out. So we just want y'all to get that information. So we're going to go into that first. So here's a quick video and I'll be right back. All right, thank y'all, family. So that's our new stable coin, and it's called V999. Man, more information about that. You want to go ahead and get started today. The only thing you have to do is make you a Carry Boss Gold savings account, and then you start changing some of your dollars into one of a kind, state of the art cash gold, and then you can get that coin. Every tenth of a gram of gold you get that's cash gold, you will have that coin, right? This coin right here. Now, this coin here it ain't just pegged to gold, it is gold, right? So you definitely want to get as many of those as possible, as many of those stable coins as possible, because why? When that coin moves, after you put that coin into the market, the coin is DNA to your wallet, right? It is DNA to you, right? It is yours. You own it, right? So every time you move that tenth of a gram, you put it into the market, you sell it into the market for another crypto. Go back, get your gold, go back and get some more crypto or whatever you want to do. Every time that coin moves on the blockchain from the buyer to the seller, you will get a 0.2% residual income for the life of the coin. Not just your life, but the life of the coin. So if you're whoever led you to this show, to this stream, you can get with that person, right? If you send it on somebody's page, 9 times out of 10, they're already in Carry Ball, they can get you set up. But if it was us, if you got here from Fard Money, go to our website, FardMoney.com, and then a Fard Money representative will be with you ASAP and we will get you started. But if you want to participate in the future of gold investment, right? If you want to invest in gold, not just acquire gold for yourself and let that go up in value, but leverage that gold, you know what I'm saying, invest that gold and get paid residual income off that gold. That's what we have with the V999. And here's the site. This is not the official site. This is still the beta version right now, but now is the time to get in and get as much of this cash gold as possible, because August the 1st, we're going to be in the able to turn our cash gold into the coin, and we got all the way to October the 15th to get it. And you can see that the V99999 has went up about 50 cents. No, that's about, it was at 660 last time we was on, so now it's up there. So it's up almost 70 cents. The coin is up almost 70 cents. Why is that? Because gold is up. Gold is up over $1,900. If you haven't heard the latest news about that, so you need to start acquiring gold right now. This is the time to get in and get you some gold, right? So that's what it is. But we can go and look at the gold price because we do want to start the future money off with this because gold is the future money and digital gold put in currency form is that. But we're going to come back to that in a minute. But we do have a powerful show for you tonight. So it is. Gold closed the weekend at 1,900. So as of right now, a price of an ounce of gold is 1,900 and 1,900. And this is spot price. This is not even retail. 1,900. This is why we're so excited about what we got our hand on because we're able to get this gold in small increments, right? We are able to get this gold in small increments. 901 and 43 cents. 1901 and 43 cents, family. It's amazing because when I came in, gold was an ounce of gold was at $1,240 per ounce. So in less than 3 years, gold has finally hit almost. It closed at an all-time high. The all-time high is $1,920 per ounce, and we're gonna catch that in the next couple of days, family. Probably before July's out. So you definitely want to start getting you some gold now. So please share this like this. Everybody share this out. If you're watching on Facebook, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel FardMoney. If you're on YouTube watching, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Click the thumbs up, click the notification bell, and subscribe so you can get notified. And if you want to know more about this opportunity and where we're going, you can go to Amazon or become a Karatbars affiliate and order this book wrote by the CEO and founder of Karatbars International, Mr. Dr. Harold Sykes, a multi-billionaire man that I had the opportunity to meet in Atlanta, Georgia last year. I met him last year, took a picture with him. He's a multi-billionaire, and he started Karatbars International with $35 million of his own money. With $35 million of his own money. So please go to Amazon and get that book. Or if you're a Karatbars affiliate, you can get this book in your back office. But if you don't want to know where Karatbars is going and where the world is going, you gotta have this book. If you don't have this book, you really don't know, right? So, family. So let's get into our topic. I don't want this to be a long stream, but I don't want this to be a long stream. I want this to be pretty short to our normal stream, usually hours. So I want this to be about 30 minutes because I want the affiliates, not just in Team Fard, but the affiliates in Karatbars International to use this video as a prospecting video, right? Because our people got to get the information, they got to get re-educated and transform their way of thinking about money and currency to understand where the world is going. The world is going gold, the world is going digital. So if somebody combines the two, that's something that you need to take a close look at if you want to benefit from it. So let's get into the subject. How will gold replace the dollar as the world reserve currency? Well, to figure that out, we got to go in history then. How did the dollar become the world's reserve currency? So let's see. Let's go to Wikipedia. Bretton Woods system, right? What is the Bretton Woods system? The Bretton Woods system of monetary management established the rules for commercial and financial relations among the United States, Canada, Western European countries, Australia, and Japan after the 1944 Bretton Woods Agreement. The Bretton Woods system was the first example of a fully negotiated monetary order intended to govern monetary relations among independent states. The chief features of the Bretton Woods system were in obligation for each country to adopt a monetary policy that maintains its external exchange rate within 1% by tying its currency to gold, and the ability of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, to bridge temporary imbalances of payments. Also, there was a need to address the lack of cooperation among other countries and to prevent competitive devaluation of the currencies as well. preparing to rebuild the international economic system while World War II was still raging. 730 delegates from all 44 allied nations gathered at the Mount Washington Hotel in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, right? That's where you get that at. You see that? That's the hotel, United States, for the United Nations Monetary Fund and Financial Conference, also known as the Bretton Woods Conference. The delegations deliberated during 1st to the 22nd of July 1944 and signed the Bretton Woods Agreement on its final day, setting up a system of rules, institutions, and procedures to regulate the international monetary system. These accords established the International Monetary Fund and the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD, which today is part of the World Bank Group. The United States which control 2/3 of the world's gold, insisted that the Bretton Woods system rest on both gold and the United States dollar. Soviet representative attended the conference but later declined to rectify the final agreements, charging that the institutions they had created were branches of Wall Street. These organizations became operational in 1945 after a significant number of countries had rectified the agreement. Now, this is deep. This is going some of the history while you can understand about the dollar, the Federal Reserve, the IMF, the World Bank. So this is some of the factors right here. On October the 15th, 1971, the United States unilaterally terminated convertibility of the United States dollar to gold, effectively bringing the Bretton Woods system to an end and rendering the dollar a fiat currency. At the same time, many fixed currencies such as the pound sterling also became free flow. Now, there's more to it than that. You can go to Wikipedia and read that. So what does that mean? All of that, y'all like, man, what does all that mean? All that mean is the Bretton Woods was a payment system. This what made the dollar, this when the dollar became the #1 reserve currency, because America had all the gold, so they're going to make a world currency and a policy, a payment system, and tie the currencies to gold. Why not tie it to the dollar, since America got all of the gold, the majority of the gold on the planet, right? It was all a trick, all a scam, but this is just the hidden factors of this, right? So the dollar became the #1 reserve currency because it had gold backing. You were supposed to be able to exchange it for gold, right? That's what pumped it around the whole planet, and it became dominant. And America had, and now this was in the midst of a war. Is America about to go to war right now? Are we in the state of a crisis? Is America in a recession, a depression? Right now, you got to think about now. It said that this happened when America was in a war out of World War II. World War II was still going on. So this is just give you some signs about what's happening now. So see, if you can look back in the future and see what happened back then, I mean in the past, excuse me, if you can look in the past, then you can see what's going to happen in the future, right? So I'm just going on. We raising the question: how will gold replace the dollar as the world reserve currency? How did the dollar become the world's reserve currency? Because it was supposed to be just as good as gold. The dollar bill represented gold. All right. But what happened? You seen what happened in 71. So what happened after 71? Now, since they took the dollar off the gold standard, how did the dollar remain the world's reserve currency? For two reasons. For two reasons. You had the military might of America that can force anybody to accept the dollar. And you also had, they tied the dollar to oil. What country on the planet don't need oil? Right? So here we go. Petrodollars. This is another payment system because they destroyed that payment system, so they had to come up with a new one, right? So let's get into this, right? Petrodollars. This is you can go to Investopedia to find this article here, right? What are petrodollars? Petrodollars are United States dollars paid to an oil exporting country for the sale of the commodity. Put simply, the petrodollar system. Listen at the language. System is an exchange of oil for United States dollars between countries that buy oil and those that produce it. Let's read that again. That's deep. Petrodollars are United States dollars paid to an oil exporting country for the sale of the commodity. Put simply, the petro system is an exchange of oil for United States dollars between countries that buy oil and those that produce it. So those countries that produce oil can't even use their currency to sell or buy oil. Did y'all hear that? They gotta use the dollar. This is a payment system. The petrodollar was the result of the oil crisis in the mid 1970s when prices spiked to record levels. It helped increase the stability of oil prices dominated in United States dollars. The term regained notoriety in the early part of the 2000s when oil prices rose again. Although petrodollars initially referred primarily to money that Middle Eastern countries and members of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, receive, the definition has broadened to include other countries in recent years. Understanding petrodollars are oil reserve revenues. Oil revenues denominated in United States dollars. They are the primary source of revenue for many oil exporting members of OPEC, as well as other oil exporters in the Middle East, Norway, and Russia. Because petrodollars are denominated in United States dollars, are greenbacks, their true purchasing power relies on both the core rate of United States inflation and the value of the United States dollar. This means petrodollars will be affected by economic factors the same way the United States dollar is affected. So if the value of the dollar falls, so does the value of petrodollars and thus the government's revenue. History of the petrodollar system. The origin of the petrodollar system go back to the Bretton Woods Agreement, which replaced the gold standard with the United States dollar as the reserve currency. Under the agreement, the United States dollar was pegged to gold, while other global currencies were pegged to the United States dollar, but because of massive stagflation, President Nixon announced in 1971 that the greenback would no longer be exchanged for gold to boost economic growth for the United States. That led to the creation of the petrodollar system. The United States and Saudi Arabia is a major player when it comes to the oil, agreed to set oil prices in United States dollars. That meant that any other country that purchased oil from the Saudi government would have to exchange its currency into United States dollars before completing the sale. That led the remaining OPEC countries to follow suit and price their oil in United States currency. Key takeaways. Petrodollars are United States dollars paid to an oil exporting country for the sale of oil are simply an exchange of oil for United States dollars. Petrodollars are the primary source of revenue for many OPEC members and other oil exporters because they are denominated in United States dollars. The purchasing power of petrodollar relies on the value of the United States dollar. When the greenback falls, petrodollars do too. Wow, family. So this is some history lesson, and this started in like 1973. I want to say 73 or 74 when this system here initially started. But remember, If you can look back in the past, you can see where we're going today. So the question is, back to the question, how will gold replace the dollar as the world's reserve currency? Quite simple, family. It will have to be a payment system. The Bretton Woods was a payment system. Petrodollar is a payment system that is still operating right now that make you use the dollar to buy oil, export oil, sell oil, even if you're producing it. However, in 2018, March the 26th, China came out with the petrol yuan, which tied the yuan to oil. So now countries don't have to use the dollar. This been going on for 2 years. So this is another factor why you see all the trade wars and stuff going on with China and America with these sanctions and stuff with each other, right? It's based on who is going to rule, who is going to have the world reserve currency. So now you hear about China creating a gold currency. Because Shanghai got a lot of gold. The Chinese got a lot of gold, right? And they want to tie the yuan and yuan to gold. And they want to come out with a cryptocurrency backed by gold, right? You hear about Russia talking about a cryptocurrency with gold. You hear the central banks that control the petrodollar. That's something that they don't want to talk about, but you heard that when we were talking about the Bretton Woods. These are payment systems. So if gold is going to replace it, as we was told, gold will be the new medium of exchange in the future. If it's going to replace it, it ain't just a person that got gold on the corner where you can take dollars and get gold. No. For this to happen, it has to be a payment system that everyone can use. So that means it got to be physical and it got to be digital. Listen at me. Well, the dollar ain't digital. Well, yes, it is. The dollar is digital when you got any funds on a debit card or a credit card. Them dollars are digital, right or wrong. This is a MasterCard. If it's some funds on here, it's digital. I can go to an ATM or a bank and get physical cash for it, but in the database, it's just numbers. So when you go to the bank and you put currency in the bank only has to keep a percentage of the currency you put in for just cash on hand. And you can put money in, say you can put 10,000 in, and they got to keep just 10% of that 10,000. So they only got to keep 1,000 in cash. I can walk right in on the other teller, get a loan at 9,000 for a car, finance a car, a mortgage, business loan, anything like that, student loan. I can get the $9,000 in cash that you just put in. They only kept 1,000 of your cash in paper, right? They put something else that they call banknotes inside of there. So they just put the other 9,000 in dollars. I mean, in the database, it's just numbers in the database, right? But it's still gonna say your account. They just gave me 9,000 of your cash. You put in 10, they kept 1,000, they gave me 9,000. But your bank account is still gonna say 10,000. Y'all hearing me? This is deep. This is deep. We got to understand this monetary system. That's why the late great Henry Ford said, Ford, the man that founded the Ford automobile, he said, if the American people really understood the banking system, it would be revolution in the morning. We don't understand it, right? So the dollar is already really digital. You just can go physical. It's just not total digital, right? But like I said, if you got money on the credit card, you got funds on the debit card, that is digital. That is digital, right? And then they can, once you put currency in the bank, by law, by rules and regulations, they only got to keep a percent. I just use a 10% percentage. It can be lower than that. I just use a 10% percentage to just make the example simple. This is real, right? All right. How can gold replace the dollar as the world's reserve currency. It has to be a payment system to make gold spendable, borderless, and transactionable. It has to be a system that can break gold all the way down to its lowest denomination. And it has to be a payment system that's digital, but you can still get the physical and you can go digital. Family, what we're telling you is if you believe that the dollar will fall, that means it's not going to be the world's reserve currency, right? But if you believe it's gold, how will gold replace it? Well, Bitcoin will replace it. Nope, because Bitcoin is not physical. So it ain't crypto unless you had a gold cryptocurrency. Unless you had a real gold coin that for every crypto coin you had gold in the vault that matched the crypto. So if you got 1,000,000 crypto coins and you want to say that coin is bagged by, each coin is bagged by 1 gram of gold, you will need 1,000,000 grams of gold in a vault somewhere, physical gold. Y'all following this? Oh man, listen. Hey, listen, if you a Carabao, man, you supposed to be excited. You're supposed to be excited, family. We are dealing with the future of money. This is how we are revolutionizing the payment methods with gold. And this is what Harold Sykes has on his book. That's why you got to get this book. If you want to even touch the surface on what we are really doing in Carabao and where the world is going, you got to get this book. Because he outlines it all in this book, right? And the subtitle of this book is How Gold Will Revolutionize Our Methods of Payments, right? But remember, gold got to be in spendable form, it got to be digital, and it got to have a system attached to it for it to become the new medium of exchange. We got gold all the way down to 1/10 of a gram. $7 can get you some gold right now. 24 karat 999.9 V999 is our gold stable coin. That is a crypto coin that it is physical gold bagging up each coin that you see. And the bank will be audited every 30 days. And we also have the world's only non-volatile payment system, crypto payment system. So I'm gonna go into my back office. This is our K Merchant office. This is our K Merchant back office. This is what the back office of our K Merchant POS cryptocurrency payment system look like. Where the merchant, where the merchants can accept cryptocurrency, but instantly turn their crypto into fiat, or they can keep their crypto, put it on the blockchain, and let the coin go up in value or do what it do, right? However, we got 3 KYC factors on here that you have to complete to be able to utilize the full system. Once you get to the gold status on the KYC, right, you can now accept cash gold. You now can accept cash gold for a medium of exchange. You now can accept cash gold for a medium of exchange once you get your gold status set up. You can now sell crypto as a medium, cash gold. But once you make your K Merchant site, you gotta get to the gold status on the KYC, which is know your customer, proving you a real person. And now, not only are you accepting crypto as a means of payment, but now you're accepting gold, cash gold, as a means of payment, family. This is deep, family. Y'all got to understand, and when you're an affiliate to this, you can set up all these merchant shops, all these businesses to accept cryptocurrency and cash gold as a medium of exchange, and you get paid from a fee that the transaction would generate. And the beauty about this, why you want to do this, and why every merchant that see this, you should want to get with us so you can set up your business, whether it's a shop or online, is because what? Is because what? You get 100% of the profit. What do you mean, brother? You know, when you use that, they're just talking to the business owners now, are the people that know about business. You know, when you go in the store and you swipe a debit card, say you go to Foot Locker and you go buy some Jordans for $300, right? Foot Locker don't keep the full $300 because they're using the credit card's payment system, right? Just transaction system, rather, right? So they might get $397, $395, but some of the fees is transacted off of this now. This is how this credit card system gets paid. However, with K Merchant, once you spend the crypto, the merchant keep the transaction in full. It don't generate a fee. Y'all ain't hear me. Y'all ain't just hear what I just said right there. That means the merchant gets to keep it all. The merchant gets to keep it all, family. Did y'all hear me? The merchant gets to keep it all. I mean, this is heavy. This is heavy stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is serious. This is real life. This is serious, right? That's what we have to offer to the world inside of Carrot Bars. And as you, as an affiliate, independent affiliate, you can go and help set up these merchants and benefit from all of this. You can benefit from all of this, family. This is deep. This is deep. You can benefit from all of this, family. I mean, this is what you can do. This is the future of money in real time coming right before your eyes, family. You are looking at it. You are looking at it because for gold to replace the dollar as the world reserve currency, it has to be a payment system. All you got to do is go study how did the dollar become the #1 reserve currency on the planet. How did it happen? And it all started in 1944. Well, it really started before then, but it came official in 1944 with the Bretton Woods. And then when Richard Nixon abolished the Bretton Woods because he removed the dollar, he removed gold from the dollar, they came out with the petrodollar payment system where everybody on the planet had to use dollars to trade, buy, import, export, sell oil. And that system is still in effect right now, but it's being threatened by the petro yuan that the Chinese created in 2018, March the 26th, family. The world is going gold, the world is going digital. But for gold or digital to replace it, it has to be a payment system that makes this a reality. With that being said, family, I'm glad y'all enjoyed this stream, this show. We will be back next week with another show, another episode of the Future Money Show. But we wanted to get this out tonight because we felt like it was important because gold is on the brink of hitting an all-time high. Gold is $20 short of hitting an all-time high. And that might happen Monday, right? So, family, get in the game right now. If you're not getting gold, you're not in the game. If you're not getting gold, taxation and inflation is eating away your wealth. So get in the game, get off the bench, get off the sideline, get in the game, and get you a Carrot Bars International Gold Savings account. And you can accept crypto, you can accept gold as a medium of exchange and save your business. With that being said, family, we will see y'all on the next live, on the next stream. Be on the lookout. And like I said, the V999, the V999 is going to do what? It's going to pay you a residual income. All you got to do is get the cash gold and trade it for another crypto. Go back and get your gold. This is a no-risk, win-win situation. Even if it just to try to see what it'll do. There's no lose there, right? Because you're going to take cash gold, you're going to take dollars, convert it into cash gold, turn the cash gold into the digital gold stable coin V999, sell that stable coin into the market for Bitcoin, Ethereum, or KBC, or whatever, And then now you still got the principal of your investment of your money right there in that crypto. And you can take that Bitcoin or that Ethereum and go buy some more gold with it. With that being said, family, I'm gonna leave that on your brain. Oh.